Reflecting on the contemporary developments and issues that are defining South Africa today as to what do we do, what is to be done now that we have got a criminal president who wants to stay in office despite the fact that he has prima facie violated the constitution of South Africa. So we're taking a clear way forward, an agenda as to how do we definitively and conclusively take him out of office, because he is not suitable to continue to be the president of the Republic of South Africa on the fact that he has violated the constitution and he has basically lied to Parliament, like created a fiction to Parliament in terms of what transpired in Phala Phala. So that is basically the reflections of this particular meeting. Look, Gwede Mantashe is just talking figments of his own imaginations. There is no removal of a president that is going to cause chaos in South Africa. In the past, in 2008, former President Thabo Mbeki stepped down and life continued as usual. In 2018, former President Jacob Zuma stepped down and life proceeded. So the manner in which South Africa is organized is such that we have got solid institutions. We are not Ramaphosa Republic. We're a Republic of South Africa. Ramaphosa is just occupying temporarily the role of president. And when he violates the constitution, he must be removed from office so that we can continue doing what we have to do as parliament and government continues with its work. So there is no South Africa which is based on Ramaphosa. He is not a pillar of South Africa. He is not like he is the heartbeat of South Africa. South Africa exists. It existed before Ramaphosa. It will exist when he is out of office. So Gwede Mantashe is not actually like majority of the people who are saying to Ramaphosa that he must not resign. They are not protecting Ramaphosa. They are protecting their interests, because they know that once he leaves office, they are going to lose the ministerial positions, and they are not certain, they are not assured that a new president is going to appoint them into those positions of responsibility. They are scared of losing the blue lights and the houses they are given in Cape Town and in Pretoria. That is basically what they are doing. They are protecting their selfish interest. They are not protecting the Republic of South Africa. They are basically fighting to protect themselves at the expense of our constitutional democracy. And that we're not going to agree. So basically what Gwede Mantashe is talking about is absolute rubbish. It's nonsense. That must be rejected by the entirety of society, that we must never ever allow a sitting head of state to violate the constitution, to engage himself in criminal activities. And even this notion that the money which was taken in Phala Phala is not public money is not true. Because when you earn income and a lot of money in South Africa, you have got an obligation to take a percentage of that to the state as taxes, as VAT, as a variety of other interventions. But now there is prima facie evidence that there was money, millions of dollars that were stored in Phala Phala farm of Ramaphosa, and none of that was declared with the Reserve Bank. None of that was paid to SARS. That is theft of public money. If you do not pay SARS money, if you do not pay taxes, you are literally taking money from what was going to be public resources that were going to be utilized for education, for healthcare, for fixing of potholes, and all of those things. So this notion that Ramaphosa was using his money is absolute nonsense and must be rejected by the entirety of society. And that is why he must be held accountable fully. And we think that the process of impeachment must begin, and more secrets are going to be revealed about just what transpired in Phala Phala, and he will be held accountable. After impeachment and removal as the President of the Republic, he must now face the criminal consequences of what transpired under his watch and guidance. You can impeach a president even after he has resigned as a President of the Republic. So impeachment basically means that we surgically remove you and your history as a president. We even cut off all the benefits that former heads of state and presidents otherwise would receive when they leave office. So there still will be an impeachment process even when he resigns in terms of what happens. We expect Parliament on Tuesday to unanimously vote for the impeachment process to go ahead. Let me tell you something. The ANC is going to vote for the impeachment process to go ahead. There is no National Executive Committee which is going to instruct members of parliament to do illegal and unlawful, irrational things. They will not agree to do that. A bigger number, actually a substantial majority of members of parliament of the ANC are even on an open vote, are going to vote that the impeachment process must go ahead, whether Ramaphosa or Gwede Mantashe wants it or not, whether those ministers who are singing for their supper want it or not. The impeachment process is going to go ahead. And ourselves as opposition parties, we have said that because the Democratic Alliance is the leader of the official opposition, must additionally table a motion of no confidence against Cyril Ramaphosa because there is now prima facie basis that he has violated the Constitution. So we can't have a president who is going to be in an impeachment process but wants to continue playing the role of being the president of the republic. He did the same thing when the public protector was subjected to a panel and investigations by parliament. He suspended here, and his argument was that she won't be able to perform a role because she'll be appearing before a panel in parliament. The same thing must happen to him. He must step down so that he is fully held accountable and when he is still going the impeachment process to reveal just who played what role in the criminality that occurred in Phala Phala.